guys, this is Heidi with Kiddos Corral, and today is another Sunday Simple Supper, and I thought I would share with you how I make my applesauce using my Vitamix. A lot of people want to know how I use my Vitamix, and I use it for all kinds of things. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to wash, and I didn't dry, but wash and kind of shake dry, I guess. I use a colander, my apples. And you also want a corer. Yeah, I don't peel my apples. Some people do, but I don't. All of these apples. Sometimes that thing gets stuck and it won't go up to release the core, and I just use a butter knife. I couldn't get it released and it came loose on me, so looks like I'll be able to use it. This makes coring apples super simple. You remember whenever it was a pain in the butt to core apples? I bought this when my kids were smaller. It came from Fresh Market. It wasn't a cheap apple core, but definitely does the trick. Okay, all of these apples are cored, and the next thing I'm going to do is discard all of these cores so I can have the room of the cutting board. I'm going to get a knife, and the one thing I want to do is I just want to cut these apples up on the board. You kind of want to act a little bit quickly because you don't want your apples to get brown. Just use a big knife like this. And I just cut them up. Just like so. Not a big deal. And then I add all of my apples to a big pot that I'm going to put back here on this back burner. The pot here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to add to the pot is a little bit of water, and then I'm going to have some lemon juice, which I'm getting out, and I'm getting some water. About a cup of water is what I add to this recipe. And I buy these organic lemon packets, and I love them, so that's what I'm going to use. Let me need some scissors, people. I'm going to add 2 packages of lemon juice. To this. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on under it. And I'm going to get some cinnamon. And I'm going to get a little bit of vanilla extract. Now, a lot of people don't put vanilla extract in theirs, but I do. And I just sprinkle as much as I want in here. I like cinnamon. I have no issues with cinnamon. And if you see my thing smoking, it does that sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let that get started, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have that lemon juice in there, I have the cinnamon, I have the vanilla, I have the water, and I have the bag of apples that I cored and cut up. And since I've checked in with you last, I've added like a 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt to it. I will tell you, when I take the lid off that thing, oh my goodness, it smells so good. Okay, now comes the time to mix the rest of my applesauce and my Vitamix. And all I need to do is find a ladle or something like that, which here we go, I got a ladle. I thought I had one, but sometimes kids get in things and move things around. My applesauce is still a little bit hot, but I know a lot of people do this in a slow cooker, but it actually only took me 30 minutes to cook this applesauce today. So, as you can see, it's mushy. I just want to puree those peels that are in there. And you don't want to get rid of the peels because the peels have a lot of nutritional value in them. So I'm probably just going to fill this halfway up. I will say that's probably about good enough, and then pulse it a few times. And I'm going to put the lid on. See my lights flashing in here. There you go. I just want to puree these apples. I need to get the wand out and make sure that I get it all mixed. This is even great if you have a toddler or a baby. Oh my gosh, and it smells so good, but you do want to be careful you don't burn yourself because it can happen. You don't want to do that. And when I'm done with it, if I take a spoon and I taste it and I feel that it's not quite sweet enough, because every apple is not the same. I'm using a Macintosh apple, which I can tell you I absolutely love, and when I took them out of the bag and I washed them, I knew I bought a good apple. It smelled so heavenly. So I'm just going to turn this on for just a second. And I want to get a container to pour this in so you guys can see what it looks like. I think I'm just going to pour it in a couple of these so they don't take up a tremendous amount of room in my refrigerator. It is hot. It smells yummy. And there it is, guys, my applesauce. So I'm going to leave that out and let that cool all the way, and I'm going to go ahead and mix the rest. Let me see if you guys can see this on. Hopefully you guys can see. It is kind of dark in here. But that's my applesauce. Really delicious, really easy to do, and I hope you enjoyed this Sunday Simple Supper, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.